Are you a witch?
No. We prefer the term caster.
Alden Ellis, thank you so much for meeting with Yahoo Movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
I was really struck by the authenticity of your love story. It wasn't just like, hey, you're hot, I'm hot.
Right.
You know, I think a lot of the time in the teenage genre movies, their writer is either afraid of being cheesy or too cute, so they instead try and be cool and try and write it for teenagers for the way they want to sound. But Richard just knows how to be funny when something's funny and how to be honest as a prevailing theme. You want a cookie? The sugar will help. I made these last night. From a cookie mix.
I wanted to write teenagers who were literate and had a wit and intelligence and were well-read and were searchers.
The characters are so multi-dimensional and they remind me of real people that I knew.
Do I know you?
Not a bit. I'm Ridley Duquesne. Follow me. I just love this character. She's her own brand of cheerleader evil. This is a character that could be played as just a straight-up vixen bad girl, and she definitely does embrace that side of herself, but we also get to see her in flashback to see kind of the girl that she was before and try to understand her a little bit.
I believe the curse can be broken, but you need to have a will that's so strong you control your own nature.
That's what I told her.
The first thing you have to do is to get rid of him.
What drew you to the role of Macon Ravenwood?
I thought he was quite witty and odd and interesting.
You guys got to work with Viola Davis, Jeremy Irons, Emma Thompson. What did you learn from that Oscar caliber cast?
Oh my God.
A lot.
Yeah.
Seeing them, getting to watch them work, we'd go watch their scenes when we weren't in them because it's like free acting class. And you see just the way they get to those performances. You see the finished performance on screen, but it's amazing to see what their process is to arrive at that.
How dare you enter the house of the Lord?
Since my family owned the land it's built on, and I understood this to be an occasion for all members of the community.
I wasn't aware they were very excited about us being in the film. I mean, I was amazed by how proficient they were. Of course, I was pleased to be working with people like Viola and Emma, because it's always very easy with good actors,
I think that that's one of the things that draws me to a project. Even if I'm not working with those actors in the scene, I like being in that company of actors. Because I always wanted to be this great actress of the stage. I always wanted to be great. I wanted people to mention my name in the same breath as the Meryl Streeps and the Colleen Dewhurst and all the greats. And so...
And they do.
You can do it. God gives us what we can handle, even if we don't believe it ourselves.
Beautiful Creatures is drawing comparisons to Twilight. What would you say to audiences who haven't seen Beautiful Creatures, maybe haven't read the books?
There's not much I'd want to say to audiences. I'd love them to go see it and draw their own conclusions.
I understand the comparison because we are a supernatural love story based on a young adult novel, so I get it. But I think that our film is a little lighter, a little funnier.
It's our way to compare. We don't know what to do if we don't compare something to something and make it better or worse or whatever. I think it stands on its own.
Hopefully people respond to it and connect with it half as passionately as they did to those films.
Really? Is this necessary?
If you could cast a spell in real life, what would you do?
I'd make myself invisible. It would give me complete privacy, because I could do anything and nobody would know.
If you could cast a spell in real life, what would it be?
Toothpaste is not really well made in a lot of ways. Like it gets hard and crusty, and it's
what
like...
about a toothpaste tube that just didn't run out? Because it's a...
But then you're stuck with the one flavor.
That's true.
Your power is that you're the seer. In real life, if you had that power, what would you want to see?
I wouldn't want to see anything. I would hate to have that power. I always have this fantasy of seeing who my daughter would be when she grows up, but I don't even want to see that. Because I may see something I don't like.
We can rule over a new world.